Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Whiskerwood. It's quite nice having you all back again as always. In this episode we are finally going into tier 1 research, so which one are we going to go with? I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm thinking either more of the housing, but I mean we're still busy building the plank row houses, so maybe not. But I'm really interested in the water pumping and then wheat cultivation so we can produce other types of food. So maybe we'll go in that direction. I'll see what we can do. It would be nice to expand a bit. Now, firstly, we need to go ahead and find ourselves some more copper. We are required to pay taxes today. We are getting supply ships, getting a smuggler in, and whisker ship. So it's going to be a busy day at the docks. Yeah, I think this is the smuggler. Alright, let's see here. No, I'm not going to do any of those. I think steel plates. Oh, that would be quite interesting to have. Bidding. No. Not going to help us much. Right, let me just check here in the mining section here. We need to really get more copper. So what is this over here? That's a bunch of coal. I mean, sure, we do need more coal anyway. So let me see here. From here, we'll just get all that right over there. And here we go. Let's see if we can actually... Oh, this is quite a lot. Okay, we got a lot of coal, so I'm going to get as much of this. Let me just do this. Yeah, that's going to help out a bit more. So get the coal up to about over there, and then we'll do cotton. Oh, the cotton covers it quite nicely. And a little bit of that. Yeah, I think we'll do mostly with cotton. Flax doesn't have a lot of value. So let's do that one. There we go. So we'll have the claw delegation speak to us shortly. Let's see here. We got a lot of copper back here, but it's not going to help much. Alright, just got to keep an eye on the research over there. What I would like to do is, if I can just check here, the mining... I have a mining... Something. Where's my mining thingy over here? I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check that out. An apprentice. And a gifted teacher, I would say. And then maybe... the diligent one. There we go. Yeah, I should take those 3. That should be good. Intimidates passing whiskers. I don't want to intimidate my passing whiskers with a claws visage. I could take this one over here. Yeah, that's good. And then how about we'll go with those over there. That's a good one to go with. Alright, mining. Do we still have our little miners over here? Yes, we do. Alright, so mining camp, we are going to move you up. I'm not exactly sure how far we can move it, but it's going to be standing over here. I would like to actually clear up this entire area. I would like to make it nice and flat so we can build a bunch of stuff over here. Right, so before we do that, let me just have a look. See here, we got 18 machinery. So, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice, but that's really expensive. Okay. Let's go with, yeah, let's go with that one. It's expensive, but we'll go with that. And then we can just do the cheapy ones from there on out. Okay, so mining. I would like to flatten this. Yep. And then naturally we need to get the copper. Where else can we find more copper? Well, there's quite a bit up here. So yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. Alrighty, next day, and we are done with the research. I've also added a few extra row houses in this area over here, so that should work quite nicely. Right, so let's just see here. Copper bars for a water tank, and then pipes. So pipe water, I'm not exactly sure what to do with it though. I guess we'll have to figure that one out. So a water pump. Seawater pumps can supply associated services with and industries with water through pipe networks. Okay, I guess I don't think we have anything that requires water just yet. Oh, okay, there we go. So a sifting tower processes non-metal ores into refined materials. Huh, that would be interesting. Right, so I think what we're going to start with is the wheat cultivation, and then we'll go on to the water pumping. Yeah. Alright, so getting everybody into a nice little spot for housing is going quite nicely. Everybody has a house at the moment, which is great. We got some extra coming in today, so maybe we'll have to set these little houses to a high priority. And let's just do that. Now, over here we have all that we need. Okay, so that is going to be that one. Let's just get an extra 1 or 2 over here. So I'd say maybe another apprentice. It's quite great having more and more apprentices coming in now, so we can fill up those jobs real nicely. Let's see, diligent, gifted teacher. I would say yes, but let's go with Ansler, I guess. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that name, but let's welcome them in as well. What we'll do then is actually... Okay, there we go. So we'll go with this and maybe add 1 in there to get educated. Now, I haven't really seen what happens when they do get an education. I suppose it does increase their productivity, etc, etc, so that would be wonderful to see. I'm going to get that one going as well. So once again, I would like to clear out this area. I would say pretty much up until here, so everything from here in that line down to over here, just clear it out so we can have a lot more production over here, which naturally also means that I'm going to move our earthworks works to this side as well, or earthworks, so they will be hanging around about over here. Place it right about over here, and then what we can do is we can fill this up as well. Does it reach there? Yes, it does. All right, so what is the shortcut for that again? There we go. So it's going to be B, and we can fill it up. I would say let's fill up this entire area over here. That is a lot. I agree, it is. But I would like to see if we can actually make our island bigger, which will make this one a bit closer actually. And then hopefully we can get ourselves up here as well. I mean, there's quite a lot of wood and a whole bunch of stuff over here. I think we can do farming on this one. It looks really fertile. That would be really cool. So maybe, let's see. Just get 1 in there to get things started. Where is that bridge? Let me see. I guess it's going to require a few, actually, to be quite honest. But yeah, sure. No problemo. We'll see what we can do when we get there. But right now we have... Well, at least it's just one of them still waiting to get into a house. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, we have a supplier here again. As you have a look over here, what do we have? Let's go for the cheaper one, something with more food related or clothing related. Yeah, let's go with this one. So that's 3 machinery and then 28 hardtack, not great, but tailored cloaks, we're getting quite a bit extra over there, and then fine tea, which will be great for them to have. Now, hopefully, we can produce some planks over here. I think we made another one. Yes, we did. We don't have an apprentice available, which is perfectly fine. I think that will be good enough for the production. Now, what I'm thinking is I would like to get up here to get a farm going, because it does seem like it's quite... it looks like pretty good fertile soil. So what I'm going to do here is... I'd say... Oh, they're chopping trees over there. So let's get up here then. Rotate. Place that one over there. One over there. No, just one. And then another staircase right above over here. Good stuff. So that gives us quite a bit of space, but there are quite a bit of rocks over there, which is not a problem. What I'll do is I'll add another staircase right here. Wheat cultivation is great. So now we can actually do some wheat cultivation as well. Let's see. Farm tool, wheat. Yeah, it seems like the wheat will grow quite nicely up here. So let's start building up a stack of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a farm right here in the corner. And then we can do essentially this area full of wheat. And then we'll move up to this one as well. So we are moving up this mountain quite a bit. I am quite happy about that. Let's just see if we take into consideration that we still want to do the mushrooms as well. So I want to see actually how... No, that's the wrong thing. Oh wait, there's more copper over here. Let me just quickly mark that. Good. Farm tool, mushrooms, and then we'll just go down. Okay, so we are busy making some space here for mushrooms. That is going to be amazing. I might need to move up. Yeah, I'll have to move up the mine. Oh, yeah, keep on pressing the wrong button. I have to keep moving up the mine a little bit more so that we can actually dig in deeper, which will allow us actually to do that. So that is quite exciting. Would like to check out this mine here as well. Didn't really look at that now. So yeah, we'll see when we get to the next day. So it's a little bit of a rainy one. Well, let's just quickly check that now.
Race. We rarely make such uncouth demands as may be our right. We claws are a humble
yeah,
race.
gotcha.
We rarely make such uncouth demands as may be our right. Yet it has come to the attention of the kingdom that too few colonies are repaying this humility with proper...
Okay, well, I guess I'll accept that, but what I'm going to do is I am going to build it far away so that I don't intimidate the whiskers at all. Let me just go down here again. I was still looking at that. No, I wasn't looking at that. Mushrooms, there we go, that's what I want to do. Alright, so as you can see, we're actually opening up a bit of space over here for them. Ah, that's good. That is wonderful. Alright, now that makes me happy. Now to just figure out, because I can't exactly remember where the mine is. There we go. I could move it in here. Yeah, that's good. Just moving it deeper and deeper into the mine so that we can have a better reach, essentially. So hopefully that works. But at the moment, let's just see here. Copper is still going quite good, so I'm not too mad about that whatsoever. How far is our little farm over here? It's going. Right, no teacher. It gives us enough Oh yes, that is exactly what we're looking for. So we're removing that copper. Very important indeed. No, not that one. Oh dear, my hands are like pressing on everything except what I needed to. Okay, so we got more over there. Maybe we can dig it all the way there, yeah. Let's join these two up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a lot of nitty-gritties around the mines and farms today. Right, let's see. So one last one of those to build. So what are we researching? We're researching the mill. What does the mill require? So it's machinery and planks. Doesn't seem too bad. I mean, we have enough space here for a mill. Collect it over here, bring it down, and then just get it made into flour. Hopefully that is going to be not too bad of a job. This is still going to take a while, isn't it? Right. But we definitely want to start farming up here. So I think maybe let's just see if we have... Wow, that's expensive. A little bit more. There we go. That should do that trick. And then we can let it a little bit more to here, like so, and there we go. So that should help us out a lot. What we'll do then is build a cafe over here. I think that's all we require actually, is just a cafe and a bunch of houses, and then we can farm. Like, we can really farm. That's gonna be quite nice. We'll see when we get there. That's still gonna, that's still a bit away from right now. It's just future planning at the moment. Okay, so we have ourselves a... I wonder, because we have a lot of... Oh wow, this is going quite nice. That is going really nice. That's a whole bunch of ropes just going for a lot of money, it seems. Okay, cool. Okay, so I guess it was a really good thing to actually make those ropes the way we did. So that is great. Right, so we'll have to figure out something for more logs. I mean, there's a whole mountain full of it still, but it is going to be needed to do it properly. Let's see, how much space do we have? We have a lot of space. Okay, let's just add 1 or 2 extra. Strong shoulders, definitely. Let's see, perfectionist. I suppose we can go with that one. And then not too concerned about those. Maybe just an educated one as well. That should be fine. Okay, so naturally I don't want to overdo the population at the moment. We might end up with a bit of a problem of not being able to produce enough food, but I mean, we're still doing pretty good. We have 61 smoked fish at the moment, but we are going to see if we can work towards getting our little farm going. There we go, that is good. So farm tool, I would like to have this over here. That is very bad. It's not great, but I mean, it's still going to provide us with a bit of okay, wait, let's just go to logistics. Oh, I can't make this bigger. That's fine, we can still cover quite a bit. I think that counts as it as well, because I mean, it is still in that range. Yeah, no, that should do. It's still in the range of this one over here, so that's fine. Can plant the wheat, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this one as well. Just at least start the construction of it. Alrighty, so now to end of this episode, I am thinking of getting us a nice supply of tailored cloaks and more machinery, some fine tea, and just basic tea. Yes, let's do that. So as you can see, the debt at the moment is just 1,237, which isn't too bad actually. Right, so I've also added one extra worker here in the research lab, which will speed things up a little bit, I hope. And let's see, we need to get to add one extra over here. I think maybe in the next episode we are finally going to be able to do the well, start our first mushroom farm. I think that would be pretty awesome. Not exactly sure. Yes, that seems to be good. Right, let's get going with that. Well, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up and like and subscribe to the Crunchy Captain to become part of the Crunchy community. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. You are all absolute legends, and I really appreciate and love having you guys here. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.